Good afternoon, my friends. I just wanted to give you a couple of beauty tips. There's a lot more that are on my mind from a boomer, which is what I am, a baby boomer born in the 40s. I've just finished using my Nira, the bigger one. You don't have to push any buttons or anything with this one. See, that's on the 1, but it'll go all the way to 5. At almost 76, believe me, I can do 5. See how easy? Hear every beat? That's how quick this one does your face. The other one's very precise. It's already gotten rid of my hooded eyes. I'm going to turn this off so I don't kill it. And we're going to try the new makeup today that everybody's raving and raved about. I got it on the special and got a little small size of it for $12. So we'll see if that's any good. But I'm just going to put my peptide on because here it comes with the peptide. Just for a little bit on my face because you can see it's a little dried out a tiny bit. Well, more than a tiny bit. It's old. Let's just put it that way. But I'm telling you, Nira has regenerated it. I'm starting to feel a little tiny bit like Benjamin Butt. This is good for you. Believe me. This is the peptide. And here's the hyaluronic. And we're going to let that sit for a minute. So we have a little bit of base for this because this is kind of matte. And I'm glad because shiny stuff is really kind of crazy if we get this age. Because to be honest with you, in your 70s, the shiny stuff's just going to show up your wrinkles. As you can see, I can outline my lips now. The texture of my skin has changed. This has worked a Benjamin Button thing on me. But anyway, we're going to use the Sephora as a powder, the one that we found, the foundation powder, for $4.50 at Marshall's. And we're going to use this. Just like for this to set in for a minute. And while this is setting in, I did one eyebrow because I want you to take a picture of yourself. I always mention that. Please take a picture of yourself and just stare at it and see what you need. Just stare at the darn thing. And remember how, like, I used to have big bushy eyebrows. As you can see, this one's not made up. This one is. This is with the Build-A-Brow. Why would you want to build a bar? But I'm going to put in. Back in my day, we plucked away right here to make a really high arch. Now, it makes us look mean and evil with a really, really high arch. So I'm bringing it down. This is the ash brown color. I like to make it darker through here. See, it looks like actual hairs. This, and I liked the other one too. The one I showed you before, the Maybelline, the Total. Because this is like a gel pencil. It's a little different than the regular pencils because it has more of a gel consistency and it's squared tip. I can't get it back in. But make your eyebrows a little bit bigger. We can go for too dark. You get the resting, you know what, face. It looks so hair-like. I mean, it looks like hairs. See? I'm even going to brush them up. And it mixed in with my own hairs. Because eyebrows, the most important thing to change to make ourselves feel a little bit better is the middle, this part of our eye. I don't care if your eyes are hooded. Well, if you use the Nira, it'll get rid of your hooded eyes, the smaller one or this one. But even if your eyes are hooded, you make this part dark and pretty, this eyelash area, and you make your brows fuller, and that's going to be your whole look right there. That's so much dependent on that, and your lips a little fuller. And now my lip lines almost deteriorated, so I can thanks to the Nira, I can make my lips just about any size. So we're going to try this today. It was a little difficult to open with these fake fingernails on, but I got it. It's really cute. It was only $12. Oh, and I want to show, I had the big sponges like this. I bet you didn't even know they made them because I didn't know they made them. We've always used this kind, of sponge to blot in our makeup. But I don't care how caked up your makeup is, and you're like, oh no, it's all caked up. Wet one of these. You can bend it. It's got a pointed end. This is a sponge. It's not a powder, the kind you put on powder. This is a sponge, a different shaped sponge. You just wet it with your spray or with water and pat it in to your crinkles and wrinkles, and everything will blend in perfect with these. I'll link them. I love them. I only got 2 of them, and this is all I'm going to use from now on, even over a brush. But I tried this earlier, and I've seen so many people say you get so much on here, but you really don't. You see, this is a small one, and this is number 27 Neutral. You think it's dark, but it's actually a little too light for me. I'm very olive. I'm just going to touch it. These kind of sponges, I just love them. They're more convenient. See, look, I wanted you to see it on older, mature skin. Because on young skin, let's face it, everything looks beautiful. Let me put you on pause just 1 second. The TV came on. I'm back. I'm so sorry. It should have been my day. I've lost my brushes. My favorite brush. I had a MAC brush. This is really, I'm not getting that much makeup. Hey. Then I haven't put my concealer on yet. This color is really blending right in with me. I actually thought, I usually use darker colors. You see, I'm just going to pat around the jowls. Because I'm still using my Nira around the jowls. This is really good. I know you probably didn't want to see another one on the e.l.f. because so many of people have put these out and the e.l.f. And I've seen the e.l.f. on some people my age. I didn't think it looked that great. It looked shiny to me. And we don't really want shiny anymore. We don't want to glow up these wrinkles and crinkles. Don't want them to glow. There's a little bit of the Laura Mercier that I believe we got for $6 at Marshall's. Now, this time I'm going to use one of those sponges that I told you about. Look at the point on that thing. A real spongy material. Just like the regular sponges, except the shape's so much more convenient. These were a great order. Wet it down with anything. You can pat in anything with this. Let's use the point. Pat that concealer in. Love that Laura Mercier concealer. Especially, I loved that price. Just take one of these wet. I don't care what you've done wrong to your face. If you're like, oh no, I'm about to walk out the door and it's all cake. Go over with one of these wet things. I think they were like $5. You get 2 of them. And they'll last you forever. You just have to wash them. So let's, I wanted to do a little bit with the eyeshadow too. I wanted to show you about how I just can't find my favorite brush. It's missing. I've had it for like 10 years. Actually, I've had it longer than that. Good heavens. I think I've had it since MAC first came out. We're going to use the Natasha Denona palette. This is a cream to powder palette. And I've already put some on, but I'm just going to put some more on for you. Because I want you to see, we're going up. We are going to go up with everything. Everything we touch, we're going up with it. Straight up. Straight up. Look at that. Straight up. We're going to blend it using a brown. I usually use a black, but so many people do like the browns. They're so natural looking. Blend a little bit of this in with it right about here, because I need you to get a picture of yourself and stare at that thing and see where you need help. We're going to go up. We're going to blend up. Just a little bit better blending brush. And up. I have no fake eyelashes on today, but I want to take a black eyeliner. It's the NYX. It's just as good. I want to make that area dark. Area all around our eyelashes. Not way in here though. Just try to go up. Don't know why I made the face with it. You mess up, you can use those little Q-tips or your fingernail. Start at the end of your eye, past your pupil, straight up. Because for some reason, when we go out like the young people do, as soon as we close our eyes, it's headed downward. The up went downward. These little things, you want to keep these on hand all the time. If you don't want to clean your ears with them, they're pointed. They are fantastic in case you've done a little too thick and you want to straighten it out. And this blue, I believe this is made by, I think it's Moira. Yeah, Moira Cosmetics is a change color. Watch this. You see? Changes color. And blue is good for any color eyes. Dark, light, blue just looks good on everyone. Went a little heavy there. We can always blend that out. I think that pencil is so nice. I'm going to link that for you. It comes in different colors. Remember last time I used it in the green. I loved the green, especially if you want to put some green in here in the lighter area. It did not curl my eyelashes, but then I have this eyelash curler that's heated that I got from Amazon quite a while back. It's just wonderful. When you're ready, you push it up like that. It doesn't really pull your eyes as much. And plus, see it, got a little battery in it. See it lighting up? Batteries have that. I left the heat on it. I've got my lip pencil on, my mahogany. I can outline my lips now without a major worry. We're going to put a little bit of highlighter. It's the e.l.f. highlighter. Just through here. Everything's going up high. I'm not going to use a bronzer. I'm just going to put this through here. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the e.l.f. Because you know I'm not a big cream lover, but these aren't really creams. A little bit of the color right there too. Blended right in with it. Stay up and high. I'm going to use a smaller one of these. This is also a sponge. Because you don't want to see a fakey, harsh line of rouge. No contouring. I'm not big into contouring. I'll go over my lips a little bit more with that. I've used the mahogany. I used the mahogany to line, and then I used that one right here, the NARS. Definitely way over lining, but just here. Just those two peaks and this bottom one. I really want to emphasize. All I'm going to line. I'm going to take this. Anything that's brownish. This is brownish. NARS color. It's orangey brownish. Something about it makes your lips look fuller. And I just have a Lancome lipstick on. I believe that's about it for today. I just want to let you know how this looks on a baby boomer. So far, it's really, really pretty good. It's really, you know, why don't you just try the small sample of it? This was 27 neutral. Yeah. Why don't you just try the small sample? See how you like it, but it doesn't have the shine and all that I saw on the e.l.f. one. I didn't even want to bother the e.l.f. one because everybody's ranting and raving about it, and naturally, everything, we have to admit, everything is beautiful on young skin. I have my hair up today and some kind of a crazy bun that I made that the Nearer people were kind enough to send me this giant clip that holds it up there, and then I took a clip here to hold it up too. One of these, because so much hair in that clip came up to a point. God bless you. That's a few little tips from a boomer. We got plenty more. If you'd like to see some more, let me know what you would like to see. We didn't do the Sephora powder. We'll do that real quick. I don't want to keep you forever. Beautiful, beautiful. But I just washed it so it's wet. But this is the one I only paid $4.50 for. We'll go over the spots that this is the foundation powder. But it just kind of blurs everything in. I really like that. I like to blur it in. Also, I like to emphasize this cheekbone area a little bit here by putting some of the Laura Mercier in the hollows of my cheek where they've sunken down badly. Lighten that up. Instead of ever darkening in this area, lighten this area that you feel in here if you're sinking. If you're a sinking ship like me. God bless you. Thank you so much. I am just blessed with the greatest bunch of subscribers I've ever seen. And I also want to remind you, for all the other YouTubers, there are so many YouTubers that take the time, they answer their own questions, which takes forever to go over your own videos, especially old ones, because you don't get a new notification. So sometimes they just sit there and people think we haven't read them. And then we're like, oh no, there's old notifications. We have to go through some of our old videos. But some of them have a lot more subscribers than me, and some of them have a lot less. And I want you to touch the face of anybody that's made a comment, because you might enjoy some of their channels. These are my friends and fellow YouTubers, and they have stuck by me through thick and thin. There's some like Jacqueline. I sleep in her jewelry. Jacqueline is so wonderful. God bless you. Touch their faces. You might enjoy their videos. Some of them are older. Some are not. Jana's not old. She's just breathtakingly gorgeous. The Gray Latte. She has wonderful friend. So many. It's just so many. I just cannot even go over them all. That's why I want you to just tap their faces and their YouTube channel will come right up. God bless you. And the House of Joseph, he needs a little boost. Because, you know, men are good at makeup. He makes a lot of little homemade things. They're homemade. And they're good. God bless. Thank you so much for your time.